Connoisseurs and Conversations. I am Red Alert.
A real insight.
And what's our sip of choice for today?
We on another good one, man. This is Basil Hayden Toast.
Toast.
The toast series of this. Now, Basil Hayden, we did Basil Hayden once before, but it was just a regular bourbon. It is a bourbon. They have a bourbon house in Kentucky. Very nice, too. If you hadn't had a chance to see that, people, it's one of the best distilleries to go to and check out. But this toast is another level to this. Basil Hayden is already a respectable brand that's out there.
Okay.
When you think of Angel's Envy, Knob Creek, and other bourbons like that are respected, this Basil Hayden is right there with it.
I'm gonna tell you one thing. That bottle is nice.
That bottle
got
is
the
real
little buckle on there.
Yes, sir. Make you want to keep it after you're done,
Right.
you know? And so, but if you get on that nose right there, man, it's a little butterscotch, toffee, you can smell a little oak on that thing. It smells as smooth as it tastes. And so this is very good. And to me, it's noticeably better than the regular bourbon, Basil Hayden, with the regular series. So this toasted smooths it out a little bit more. And to me, it's a little bit more flavorful, in my opinion.
So is the toast related to toasted barrels or something? How does it get the name toast associated?
And we did a Bondstone once before that was toasted as well. And so, you got these ryes, you got these different type of bourbons, and the toast is just another genre, if you will, of flavor into it. And so it's bringing your attention to it. It's aged the same, but it has some more flavor in it from the barrels to your point. Yeah, it's toasted wood. They call it toasted wood. It's just got a little more flavor in it. And toasted is I guess the bourbon industry name that all of the different bourbon houses are using. So you have a rye that's out there, you have a toasted that's out there, and you got the different proofs as well. But this toasted is the best toasted one I've tasted out of all the bourbons that I have tasted that are toasted. It's smoother.
It is very smooth.
It is. It is.
It almost acts like it wants to give you a little bit of bite, but it just
Smooths out.
smooths out real quick.
It smooths out. And so toasts are usually not as sweet as well, but it's flavorful. So I would make a parallel to like wine drinkers. So like an entry level wine drinker want a sweet wine, but as you start drinking more wine, you want the drier wines.
Okay.
So which are the better wines. And so I would say this would be the parallel metaphor to a dry wine with the toasted because it's not as sweet, but it's still flavorful. And I would say for a more mature drinker as well when it comes to bourbons to be able to appreciate it.
Yeah,
You don't need no ice cube with this. No Coke, please. Don't mess this up, people.
No chaser to mix with that now.
Yeah, this is about $60 a bottle, but I think it's worth it. And enjoy, folks. This is a really nice
Basil Hayden toast.
Basil Hayden
Matter of
toast.
fact, let's toast to Basil Hayden toast.
Nice, my brother.
So you ever play in a band, play an instrument?
Yeah, well, a few things. So when I was a kid, we called it the Brother B Gang. It was me, one of my best friends, Omar Buckner, his cousin Akbar Buckner. We were the Buckner and Brown, so we called ourselves the Brother B. So we're the Brother B Band, but all we was doing had sticks hitting on shit like that, But I did play the snare drum as a kid. When I got to high school, I didn't play, but I played drum set. I played the drum set from my church, which is different than a snare drum.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you actually played the whole
set, which is
kick
different
drum
than
and the snare and the cymbals and all that.
yeah.
You got a little musical background then. I've always wanted to play an instrument.
Yeah.
Bass would have been my instrument of choice, but never picked it up.
But the sax, man, you love that saxophone.
Yeah, but that just seemed too difficult. And then, you think about like the trumpet, you think about like guys like Dizzy Gillespie with the big old cheeks.
Yeah.
It would have been the bass for me, maybe the drums. But then I think about what do you think would be the most difficult instrument to play in a band?
Well, to me, the voice is an instrument. So I would say that's the most difficult and most important when you're trying to bring a band together with a lead vocalist. But I would also say that rhythm section with that drum to keep things in order.
Yeah, I would actually say drumming is the hardest part, mainly because the drummer never takes a break. You gotta be drumming the entire song.
Right.
the keyboard player, the bass player,
Yeah.
they got their part so they can take a break. But
Yeah.
if the drummer gets off the kit for a second,
Yeah.
it's gonna be a catastrophe.
Well, and everybody thinks they can play the drums. I mean, I see so many people that claim they can play because they get on there and they beat it a couple times, but it really is obviously a skill set to be able to play the drums really well.
So can you imagine if you had to play the drums and
Yeah,
sing or something like
thing at the
that?
same time. Yeah.
Yeah, I can't. I couldn't imagine. That's like doing playing the drums. You're doing two or three things at the same time.
Even
And
not
then
even not singing. I don't mean to cut you off.
on.
No, you got the hi
you
hat.
got you got you
You
got
got your snare right here, and you got your
doing
bass.
two, three things
Yeah.
at the same time.
And you're coming back to your big cymbals up here, your drums over here, and you gotta know the tones of them, and then you're coming touch,
It ain't easy.
touch. You know,
So you think you really play the drums? I'm gonna put a
I
kid
could
in front of you
play.
and see.
I could play.
I'm gonna put a mic in front of you and see if you
I
can.
got some drum. We could play. I
I'm
could
gonna
play.
put a mic in front of you and see if you can sing while you play too.
Okay, now that's a talent.
So think about it.
Yeah.
You know of any artist who either sang and played the drums or came off the kits and sang? Drummer's like the low key guy in the background. Everybody know who he is, but he's not like the out front guy, like the lead guitarist or the keyboard player.
Yeah.
The drummer is kind of
Yeah. And the cool thing about our show here, we don't know what each other's going to talk about. I don't know your list. You don't know my list, and a lot of it's off cuff. That's how we want to come across. Just two guys just talking about something that we love, which is music. But the point I want to make, we're going to talk about some people here that you probably didn't know that played drums.
played drums.
So
And these will be folks who sing
yeah,
and either came off the kits.
yeah.
And in some cases, I got a few who stayed with the kits while they were doing their thing.
You want me to go first? Or you want to go first?
You probably gonna pick like some one of the most famous ones or something.
I'm gonna let you go first, so I won't steal your thunder.
So
And
hold
then-
on. We
Go
gonna
ahead.
go with. Are we gonna stick with R&B or we just gonna go?
No, we got to go all over.
Okay.
I'm gonna go all over. You could stick with R&B.
So I'm gonna throw an easy one out.
Okay.
I'm gonna throw the first one I'm gonna throw out there. Ringo Starr
Yeah.
from the Beatles. While he didn't sing with the Beatles, he might have sang back with the Beatles.
Mm-hmm.
He ended up being the front man for at least one band. I can't remember the name of his band.
Yeah.
But he was the the lead singer for one of his own bands. So
Right.
kick it off with Ringo.
Okay.
He may not have been the strongest drummer, but
Solid
definitely solid.
But he came
Well
off them
known.
drums.
Came off the drums.
Yeah.
Did some other stuff.
And that's the point, to be able to come off them drums. There's some talented people that came off the drums. I'm gonna go ahead and hit you hard from the beginning.
Come on, good.
I'm not gonna wait to the end. I'm just gonna hit you hard right now. Larry Blackman.
Oh, so you gonna go with cameo?
Larry Blackman.
Right off rip. You going with Larry Blackman? All right.
Larry Blackman, if you didn't know that, America, world, I'm sorry, he played drums first. He was on the drums and he was singing Alligator Woman and all that back in the day. You can go out there and see video of him playing in the background the drums and singing at the same time.
Exactly. So he was the lead singer and the drummer.
And the drummer.
Now, everybody would think of Larry Blackman as with the big box cut with the red
The boxer.
whatever you call that thing, but no. He was on the kits.
He was on a kit. And why we on it real quick, and I may have said this before, but he wore that red cup, that boxing red cup, because his dad was a boxer.
Oh,
and so he did that out of respect for his dad. He wasn't just wearing his dad was a boxer, so he respected him that way. He wore that. And just a bad boy, talented to come off the drums to come up front and be the lead singer. Not the easiest thing in the world to do.
I'm gonna throw another softball out there.
Okay, go ahead.
This is softball.
Okay.
Sheila E.
Yeah,
Sheila E.
she's on my list. Yep.
Yeah, and well known for her drums and percussions.
Yeah. And she sang and played at the same time.
Yeah, and she was
Stood up kicking and shit, Remember that?
doing dances,
Yeah.
rock, Holly, rock. Everybody want to
Yeah. Yeah.
Yep.
No, she was extremely talented. Man, I just don't want to steal all your thunder, but I'm gonna hit you hard from the beginning, man.
Come on, what you got?
Okay. Yo boy, Marvin Gaye.
Yeah, okay.
Marvin Gaye world came off the drums. He started on the drums first. Yeah.
Was he actually did he ever record anything or play anything on the drums?
No, but he was like a studio drummer. He was a real drummer. He wasn't somebody just beating on beating on a pad.
He wasn't on my list necessarily. I knew he played the drums because I didn't know if he actually was hired in by Motown to be a drummer or that was just a skill that he
He
had.
was a session drummer.
Yeah.
Like the Funk Brothers and them back there, he
Yeah.
had to know how to play.
Yeah.
He knew how to play them drums, man.
So,
But to come from that
mhm.
and be one of the best singers of all time.
So I'm gonna hit you with one then.
Okay.
I know you got this on
You
your
gotta
list.
come, bro.
You came with Marvin, so I'm gonna have to hit you
Okay.
with Mr. Turn Off the Lights, Mr. Harold Melvin and the Blue
You
Note
got my boy.
drummer,
Yeah.
Teddy Pendergrass.
Yes.
And
Yeah.
that to me is one of the craziest stories ever. You got a dude with a voice like that,
Yeah.
and he playing drums. He played like with the Cadillacs and some other Philly groups
Yeah.
around the way.
Yeah.
But I guess somebody had to snatch dude up off the drums. Like, man, you better get your butt over here.
You better get. It was Harold Melvin. Harold Melvin. I mean, he played the drums for him, but this boy can sing, but he didn't know he could sing like that. He didn't know because he had not only he could sing, he had charisma.
Yeah, yeah.
He stole it. He stole the stage away.
Yep.
Harold Melvin, like, Lord, what did I create? This boy done took
It
over.
was his job messing
Yeah.
around and letting Teddy P sing.
Okay, well, you coming? I'm gonna stay hitting you hard, man, because I'm just gonna hit you with them combinations. Maurice White.
Yep.
Maurice White from Earth, Wind and Fire. He was a jazz drummer.
Played with Ramsey Lewis.
Ramsey Lewis.
Got to start with Ramsey Lewis.
And that's why Ramsey Lewis came over and did that not Shine Sun Goddess with him, so his connection to jazz first, and then he created Earth, Wind and Fire, but he was a drummer.
But here was the thing that I was curious about, and I got to go look it up. Did he play drums with Earth, Wind and Fire?
He would play. He would get back there
He
and play.
could, but that was
Yeah.
but they had a
It was before then he played drums.
yeah. So when he started Earth, Wind and Fire, though, he just kind of switched and became a band leader, if you will, and
Right.
and gave up those responsibilities for the most part.
But when
I
he
bet you if you looked at some of the album, some of the liner notes, he probably played drums on something.
He did. So when he was writing some of the music with your boy Charles Stampney and Skip Scarborough, he would be playing the drums in there as well with a bass line.
But you 100% right. He got his start with Ramsey Lewis.
Yeah,
Where in Chicago.
in Chicago.
And
I got love for the Shy, man. I got love for the Shy.
and was the man with Ramsey Lewis. I don't think he was with the trio. I can't remember or not though. But he played on a lot of Ramsey Lewis joints.
Okay.
All right, I got one for you that you might not know.
Okay.
Jeffrey Osborne,
Okay. No, I don't have it on
early
my list.
LTD. He was the drummer. His brother, I think his brother's name was Reggie Osborne, but his brother was the lead singer with LTD.
He played. Could he play, or was he just tapping the tap? Could he play
He
like
might-
these brothers can
He
play?
might have been just tapping. That's why they was like, nah, man, you come from behind there, you play some, and you sing some songs.
Yeah.
But can you imagine LTD without
No,
Jeffrey Osborne as the lead singer? I couldn't either. I couldn't either. So it was a real short period of time, I think, when he was the drummer, when they were early on. May not have been actually on any of the recordings, but
Yeah.
Jeffrey Osborne.
Okay. I got some heavy hit. I'm still gonna hit you.
All right, come on with it.
Smokey Robinson. Smokey Robinson played the drums as well. So he started out drumming early with the Miracles. And then he came to the front with his falsetto voice. But he used to play at Motown with them. He would interchange some time with them Funk Brothers and that. But way before then, he was playing the drums. He is a drummer.
For a guy who is like one of the premier songwriters in the world of all time.
Yep.
I would have thought I would have thought that he would have been more of an instrumentalist, more of a piano player, keyboard player, something like that. When you thinking melodies and all that kind of stuff versus a drummer.
And I would think either or that, but drummers keep pace, keep time, keep rhythm too. And so they can kind of departmentalize and put people in certain areas. I don't know if you remember the Temptation movie when they did My Girl and your boy, what's the falsetto guy name?
Eddie Kendrick.
Eddie Kendrick's come because he was singing all the lead. And Smokey said, no, this song is not for you. This one is for Rough It. And I believe some of that is that he can hear that and feel that beat to it is why I bring that up.
I'm gonna hit you with one though. This is there's a couple of YouTube videos that float around, and I don't think that this was her primary instrument of choice, but she was known to get on the kits every now and then. Shaka Khan, my girl. Yep.
She's on my list.
She and she can play though.
Can she really play?
she could hold her own. She now when I went the videos that I watched,
I
it
might
wasn't
play
like
better
she was
myself.
it wasn't like she was just
Yeah.
doing going crazy and doing all kind of
Hmm.
gymnastics and stuff. But
Hmm.
she was hitting it. She was getting
Oh,
it.
you actually saw a video of her playing?
Yeah, there's a couple floating
Okay.
around on YouTube. They show her playing, and
Okay.
I think one was like a live TV show, and I think the other one was either rehearsal. There might be two or three that's floating
Yeah.
around. Shaka
Okay.
Khan.
All right. I'm gonna do an obvious one, um, but I'm hitting hard though. Anderson .Paak.
Oh man, that's like that's low hanging fruit right
Well, hey,
there.
I'm hitting hard, man. I'm coming to combinations, man. And he's one that can sing and play at the same time.
And he does all the time. When you see him perform,
Yeah.
he gonna get on the drums at some point in
Yeah.
time. And what's also interesting is he's leading the whole band while he's singing and playing. It's a cool thing to see
Right.
when he's doing this thing.
And so what he's done a little differently because he is a lead singer, he pulls that drum up to the front or up to the middle.
And it has the band.
Has the band around
Right.
him and he play that thing. And man, that is, I can't reiterate how hard that is to do, to be able to keep that rhythm, do all those things. It's like with your peripheral, you're doing all that
And what I
and
give
singing.
the ultimate props for is the fact that he's doing
Let
that.
him do that.
Yeah, some of that kind of stuff.
Yeah, you know?
And I give the ultimate props because he's doing it in this day and age where shoot,
Yeah.
you barely get bands around.
Right.
You got studio singers who are having their voices augmented and all that kind of stuff. And this dude
The
is
love
like,
for the music. Yeah.
yeah, he's a phenomenal guy.
Okay.
Phenomenal guy.
All right.
I'll stay with the current one.
Okay.
Mint Condition.
He's on my list.
I'm on your list.
Yeah.
Stokely.
Stokely, yeah.
Stokely.
Yeah.
Beast of a singer.
Yeah.
Beast of a drum player.
Yeah.
I mean, what more can you say
Yeah.
about him?
Yeah.
Really,
He
right?
has a sound. He has a sound when he sings, and he came off them drums. Just some special people came off those drums. I'm gonna go old school. Lionel Richie.
Wow, Richie.
Lionel Richie. All girl.
You got me on that one.
All girl. Yeah, man. He played the drums with the Commodores before becoming the lead singer with them. And so, he was just so talented because he wrote all this stuff, he produced all this stuff, he sang this stuff, and he was the rhythm guy at first in the back. You know what I mean? So he moved all the way from drummer all the way to the front to where he is now, and hosting the doggone American Idol.
American Idol, yeah.
I like Lionel Richie, man. That's that. He's a talented brother that I don't think he get the flowers that he should
Nah, he
get.
probably does.
He's one of the most talented. When you talk about Michael Jackson, when you talk about Prince, I think you should be talking about Lionel Richie.
And when
in
you talk
my
about
opinion.
the pop heavy hitters in the 80s,
Yeah,
you can't Lionel Richie got to be in your top three
Yeah.
when it comes to hits in the 80s.
yeah. He was Jet Magazine. Remember that back then? His album would be right there with Prince and Michael Jackson. Yeah,
right
two
there.
or
Lionel,
three, right
Lionel
there.
Richie right up there.
And songs too. Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna go with another big one.
All right.
Another major artist.
All right.
Stevie Wonder.
Yeah.
And I think, most people think of Stevie Wonder and what was it called? The synthesizer used Tonto.
Yeah.
But
He
early
brought
on,
instruments.
he played the drums.
Yeah.
He played the drums on a lot of his albums too.
Yeah.
And it's really interesting. Stevie was, and I think I may have said this before at one point in time. One of the things that I liked about music from the 70s and 80s and having a band is the fact that they could collaborate and you bring different elements in when they
Yeah.
collaborate. He was his own
Yeah.
collaborator, right?
Yeah.
He could play his piece, then he'd come back and do some stuff on the Tonto, then come back and do something else with he could put all the instruments together and just sound like it's a band vibing together. I mean, that's how talented the dude
And
is.
he's blind.
And he's what's the new word for it? I guess sightless, sightly challenged or whatever.
Can he see a little bit?
No.
They got people swear, like Cedric Entertainment swear that
Swear
that man
he
can
is.
sing.
I think it was some video going around where a microphone fell and Stevie caught and it was like, how you see that to catch? Uh,
I forget who
oh,
told this story, man. They said they got on the elevator with him. He pressed the
he pressed the
button.
button for the floor that they were supposed to go on, right? I think it was Shaq.
Was it
Yeah.
Shaq? All right, all right. Is it back on me
It's
or?
back on you.
All right. Man. I'm gonna hit you hard on this one.
What you got?
Curtis Mayfield.
Curtis Mayfield.
Curtis Mayfield.
Man, I don't know, man. I think you're telling me a tale.
He played the drums first before he. What's the other instrument that he played?
Guitar.
Guitar. So he played. And matter of fact, didn't he lose an arm or something like that? I think
No, Curtis Mayfield. He was paralyzed.
Yeah, that's what I meant. He lost use of his arm or something
No,
like that.
from the neck down. Tragic accident. He was stage scaffolding and lighting fell on him during a concert,
Yeah.
and he was paralyzed for the remainder of his life, unfortunately.
Okay. All right. So yeah, so he played drums first. Um, and that was his foundation. Yo boy, Curtis
I'm
Mayfield.
betting you that a lot of these folks play the drums as just a way to get in.
But he actually played. So he played drums before guitar.
But his guitar work, man, I think is fairly unsung.
Yeah.
He had a distinct
That's
way that he played
yeah.
that I don't think he gets recognized.
Everybody knows him for his voice,
Yep.
for
And his
his song and
songwriting.
his songwriting,
Yep. But his guitar playing though.
and his drums now. People know about his drums, which was before the guitar. All right.
All right. Let me see. This one is not really fair.
Okay.
I'm gonna bring up two.
Okay.
Prince
Yeah.
and
No, that's
Morris
fair.
Day. But
I want to let's talk about them now.
so Morris Day was the original drummer for the band that they had in high school, Grand Central. I think it was the Grand Central in '94 years. I think it was Grand Central though. And when Prince started to come up, he's bringing his friends along with him. The guys he played with, and a lot of those early songs, Morris would be, especially the demos. Morris would be the guy playing the drums on them. If you ever listen to the Cristobal CD or Cristobal album of Prince, it was like a cutout with a bunch of stuff that didn't get released at the time.
Yeah.
One that I remember distinctly is called Chlorine Bacon Skin. Just a funky little song. It's silly as all get out, but that's Morris killing the drum kit, and I think Morris played on quite a few of those songs from that period of time.
Morris can actually play. So I forget when Morris went off. I'm talking about way back at the beginning, before he was with the time. So when he came back from whatever he came from, I'm sorry, I can't remember that. He was expected to get his drummer spot at the time. Prince said, dude, I already got a drummer. I can't think of his name. But he said, you can be my cameraman.
Not Jelly Bean. Oh man, I just lost the drummer's name too. I can see his face.
Jelly Bean Johnson. Anyway, so he said, yeah, I'll be your cameraman. So he'd be your cameraman, blah, blah, blah. And then Prince and Alexander O'Neal fell out. Alexander O'Neal came out. And Prince like, dude, you could be the lead singer of this month.
Yeah.
And so that's how he became lead singer. But he was a drummer by trade.
He was definitely a drummer by trade and was reluctant to take on the lead singer role.
Because his personality as Morris Day, that's not who he is as a person. That flamboyant, confident person is a persona.
And could you imagine
Yeah.
the time with Alexander O'Neal as the lead?
I think it would have been just good in a different kind of way.
It would have to be in a different.
Because he's cool too, man.
Alexander O'Neal is cool, but Morris he was a character.
He was.
He was a character, and I think that character is what made the time,
Yeah.
what it was.
Yeah. And Alexander O'Neal proved that, hey, I can have a successful career myself.
As a singer, Alexander O'Neal was able to show that he could more than hold his own.
Yeah. Okay. So no. I think that's two good ones because I'm hitting you so hard here. So let me I'm gonna hit you with the slight backhand on this one. Karen Carpenter from the Carpenters. And that's a wonderful group, brother sister group.
Yep.
She reluctantly wanted to come to the front and sing. She was such a humble woman. She passed kind of mysteriously. We leave that alone. But she was comfortable back there. But she has a beautiful, gentle had a beautiful, gentle voice, as you can hear in many of the hit songs.
At that time,
And she could play. She wasn't
you
just
know,
beating, she could
at
play.
that time, I can't think of any women drummers.
Yeah.
Um, and while she was, notable as a drummer with the Carpenters, I don't.
Yeah.
She was more or less ahead of her time. Now, of course, you got a whole bunch of girl bands and stuff later on where you had,
Yeah.
drummers and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
But for her to be a singer and drummer
Yeah.
and for the group to be as popular as they were, that
And
she needs to
popular.
props for
They
that.
had several
Yeah.
number one hits, man.
Yep.
Yeah, one of my favorite groups. Okay.
I'm gonna stay with rock with you for a minute.
Okay.
This dude right here,
Uh,
played with. No, I'm not gonna hit you too hard.
okay.
I'm gonna give you a
Okay.
little subliminal one.
Okay.
Um, well, this would be a little under the radar one. That's subliminal.
Okay.
This is under the radar one.
Okay.
Buddy Miles
Okay.
played with Band of
Yeah.
Gypsies.
Yeah.
What was it, Electric Flag, I think, and some of his solo work.
Yeah, he was a
Uh,
good drummer, man.
good drummer.
Hmm.
And sang some songs. What did he sing with Band of Gypsies? I think he sang them changes of one of them joints. Yeah, great drummer,
Hmm.
great rock and roll artist. But yeah, he was way into the psychedelic scene and all the stuff that goes along with it. We'll just leave it at that.
Okay. All right. Well, I am going to hit hard because I thought you was going to hit me with this cat.
I was leaving it to you. I was leaving it to you. I know
You know where I'm
I know
going?
where you go.
Well, I ain't gonna go there. Something I'm that predictable. I ain't gonna go there. I'm a pivot.
You gonna pivot?
I'm a pivot because and you probably know where I'm going, but I'm a pivot to some other people that people might not didn't know that played the drums. So we're gonna stay with women, and this lady, she's somewhat current, plays several instruments, including the drums. Lady Gaga.
Oh wow. Okay.
Lady Gaga is a drummer, man. The girl can play the doggone drums. And, she played in the studio,
Mhm.
similar to some of those other artists that we talked about, but she played on some of her records.
Hmm.
She jammed in the studio, but she could play several different
And
instruments.
she can play. She's not
Yeah,
programming. She
yeah,
can play.
she could play. When I say play, she can play the drum set.
Yeah.
And she can, if she had to, hold it down in the back there and hold the beat and do it. She's Sheila E. No, she's not that, but she could play the doggone drums.
She's extremely talented, and I'll be honest, I don't know enough about her catalog to be able
Hmm.
to say, I recognize her for this, that, and the other.
Right.
But I mean, she's all over the place. She's ubiquitous
Yeah.
when it comes to her
Right.
songs being played on the radio, and that's what I pretty much know her for.
Right.
But, all right, Lady Gaga. And I know she's extremely talented.
Yeah.
I may have to take some time to know.
Yeah. I always appreciated her music and her talent. She's a little strange, a little different, but it worked for her. One more I want to mention that's nowhere near similar to um, Lady Gaga is Otis Redding.
Really.
Yeah, he played the drums back in high school.
Hmm.
So he, it's like a lot of people that played the snare drum and then he played the drum set. And if you recall, when he sung for Stack Records, he was bringing the drum equipment into the studio and had to wait to who he was with sing first. And he was the last guy. And they said, who else? Yeah, it's me. And the great Otis Redding we know who's from Georgia. But he started his musical talents playing the drums first.
Okay.
A lot of great people came off the drums, man.
So I'm gonna stay in the past.
Okay.
Stay in the '60s.
Okay.
Y'all was giving me a lot of grief about the Brady Bunch. One of our episodes. So I'm
Man,
gonna
I
bring
ain't
up
wanna go
somebody
there.
similar. The monkeys. You remember
Yeah,
the series?
remember the monkeys. I said you didn't like the monkeys.
No.
You didn't like the Brady Bunch, the
I didn't
monkeys.
like the Brady Bunch. I like the monkeys.
All right.
Mickey Dolenz.
Yeah,
Mickey
yeah.
Dolenz sang lead on a lot of their songs. Um, Actually, they a lot of them pretty much they shared the spotlight when it came to singing songs. I think
Mm-hmm.
Peter, the guitar player, the bass player, maybe not as much, but
Yeah.
Nesmith, Davy Jones, and
Mm-hmm.
Mickey Dolenz all pretty much shared the lead and the spotlight. But Mickey
Okay.
Dolenz is one of my picks.
All right. All right. I roll with that. I'm gonna name two from out kind of the same era. And this is gonna be cheating a little bit because these two people are so talented. Um, Sly Stone, he played drums. background percussion before he became a lead singer. And Bootsy Collins,
Bootsy?
Bootsy as well, legendary funk drummer who performed with James Brown,
Mm-hmm.
and
Bootsy
so,
needs no introduction. If you don't
oh,
know who Bootsy
well,
is,
I'm just saying these
I'm
cats
just saying.
played the drums, and there's something about the foundation of the drum. All these talented people
Yeah.
that we just mentioned started there. Not the trumpet, which is my favorite instrument to listen to,
Mm-hmm.
not the sax, which is your favorite soft, smooth jazz instrument to listen to, and not the piano, but the drum. You know what I'm saying? I think that's pretty good. Let me throw in Bobby Womack. Did I say Bobby Womack?
Nope.
Bobby Womack played the drum before he played the doggone
You're
guitar.
gonna have to show me some video proof
You think I'm lying, dog?
of some of this stuff.
You think I'm lying?
But
He played keys and drums.
I'm gonna give you my last two. Now I'm gonna let you guess my last two. Pop. No, they're from a rock group.
Go ahead. I'm gonna let you tell him. Go ahead. I know you're gonna say. That's why I say you
I
go.
tell you what. I tell you what.
No, go
We're
ahead.
gonna split it in half.
No, you can have.
We're gonna split it in half.
I had so many hard hitters. You can have. You can have. Go ahead.
We're gonna split it in half.
Okay.
The group starts with a G.
Yeah.
Right.
Narciss.
This is. So I'm gonna give you the easy one. The one I'm gonna pick is Peter Gabriel.
Okay.
He started off on the drums.
Okay.
Played drums with Genesis.
Yeah.
And ended up having his own successful career.
Very
When
successful.
he left Genesis,
Mm-hmm.
this guy came along
Mm-hmm.
and became a mega star in his own right, as well as with Genesis.
Phil Collins.
Phil Collins.
And one of the legendary solos of all time.
Yep. You don't know that song, boy?
Yeah.
That little riff of Phil Collins. And it's interesting that you had two stars come off the Kits out of the same
Yeah.
band.
Yeah.
And led the band too while they were in it.
Yep. And so let me name some funny ones here I got. Because I'm like you, I'm a little suspect. Well, this one I'm not. PJ Morton played the drums too, studio drum. He
That's a good one.
My bad, PJ, from the crib too, from New Orleans. So PJ can actually play.
PK too, right? Preacher's kid. So
Yeah.
he probably picked up a lot of instruments
In the church.
playing in the church and stuff like that.
A lot of these people. Did you say Aretha Franklin? Because Aretha Franklin actually played as well. I thought you did.
No, but I always, put the keyboards with her.
She occasionally played drums in church and on tours. So she could play, but she definitely could play the piano.
Yep.
But she can get back there and hold on the drums as well. Coming up in the church, that what made me think about her as well. Al Green played drums in the church.
Mm-hmm. I'm not surprised by that one.
So the solo gospel guy and some other funny ones that came up. And I'm just, and I'm not going to disrespect the drum like this. These were artists that were good, but yeah, they said Janet Jackson, bless her heart. But I don't know. Madonna, they said played the drums a little bit.
All right.
I'm not going to. Oh, you know who did play the drums efficiently? Justin Bieber played the drums.
Really?
Yeah, yeah. He played on tour sometime. He would play, get back there and get on the drums. So he can actually play. Justin Timberlake played live drums as well.
And I'm kind of surprised by that one, being he was a Disney kid.
Who? Bieber?
Timberlake.
Oh, Timberlake?
Yeah.
He was talented though. He is talented.
But most of the Disney kids were singers and performers. They weren't necessarily musicians. So that's a little.
But he wasn't most. He was like that at the top. But he had the musical proficiency to play the drums. Who else I got? Yeah, that was kind of the Jonas Brothers. They got Nick and Joe on there.
But does he sing too? Does he sing lead too?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah. Selena Gomez.
Interesting.
Taylor Swift.
I don't believe.
They say she played acoustic set. Bruno Mars, you believe that. He played drums as a child in the childhood band. That man's so talented, you got to give it to him. You got to say, okay, I give you the benefit of the doubt.
I can give him that.
Yeah, I give him benefit of the doubt.
But in Silk Sonic, he wasn't going to be on the Kid in Silk Sonic.
No, because he had old boy doing
exactly.
Your boy D'Angelo started out on the drums.
I wouldn't be surprised by that because he does a lot of his full production too.
Yeah, he started as a bassist drummer before going solo, so he can actually play the drums. And the key here is that it's something about them drums. It's something unique about that particular instrument that draw up. Even as a young kid, I remember literally hitting on pots and pans. And my mom and dad had me come and do a show. Come in, little boy, come in. They be doing their thing, and I thought I was somebody. So I want to come out. I had me, Akbar, Omar, and Greg,
What
and
was it? The
Craig,
Killer Bees?
Carol, and all them.
The three bees?
Yeah, the brother B,
Oh, the
the
brother
brother
bee.
B. Shoot, Walter, all of them, man, and we come out, man, and be hitting on pots and thinking we doing something.
And pots, pails,
Yeah.
all that stuff, boy. I think but the drum is so basic, and not basic in a menial sense. It's the first instrument. It's the
foundation.
the foundation.
It keeps the beat. I mean, somebody rapping, they got a pen, keeping that beat
Exactly.
with the pen. So it's something that gravitates to that first. But I do think there's an aspect of it. People think that it may be a simple instrument to play, and it's not.
I think it's the most.
Yeah.
It's the hardest job in the band because you don't necessarily get a break.
Right.
And if you off, it throws everybody else off.
Yeah, because that keeps the beat.
That keeps the beat.
Yeah.
And it's the foundation of the song.
And it'll get you back on track too. So if you off, you can kind of settle it and kind of recalibrate everything and bring people back.
Exactly.
Yeah, with the drum. Or you can't do that with a horn instrument per se.
Or you can't necessarily do it with the bass, because if the bass run off track,
Yeah.
man, you got problems.
Yeah.
But anyway,
Yeah.
we giving the drummer some, especially
Yes.
those who came off of the kits
That's right.
and sang.
That's
We
right.
got a pretty good list though.
Yeah.
I think we got
Yeah.
most of them. And I dare anybody to come up with more than what we came up with.
Yeah.
We dare
Real
y'all.
drummers, right?
Real drummers,
Yeah.
exactly. We dare y'all.
Yes,
So
sir.
until the next episode of Connoisseurs and Conversations,
Yep.
we out.
We out.